Charles Webster turned the letter over in his hands. The wax seal remained perfectly intact, a horseman pressed into its red surface. 25 years. For 25 years, this letter had lain in the backmost shelf of his shop, unopened, unread, a secret he had never wanted to keep. But he was old now, and his daughter had insisted that this burden should not follow him to his grave. Within minutes, the town's respected men gathered in his parlor, Judge Harrison, Reverend Matthews, and Dr. Sykes. Their faces were curious, uneasy. Such a summons from the old attorney was unusual. Charles drew a long breath and broke the seal. The paper had yellowed, but the handwriting remained clear, elegant, desperate. Morris Plantation,
Let's move.
September
I ain't
15,
done nothing.
1820.
Save it for the judge.
Dear Mr.
Keep walking.
Webster, if this letter reaches you, know that I am dead. I could not do what I should have done, and so this responsibility now falls to you. I have committed many sins in my life, but one sin burns my soul even now.
Rest now, my love.
On Morris Plantation, there was a child,
We are here with you.
a girl. Her name
Rest
was
now,
Eli.
my love.
She was only 9 years old when I
We are
last
here
saw her,
with you.
but her eyes I remember still.
We have to leave.
Those
now.
eyes, they
But
did
I'm
not belong
scared.
to this
I
world.
know, but we must go.
You may
No,
think me mad,
please.
but what I saw
Keep
was no
picking. We
madman's
need to fill
fancy.
these sacks by dusk.
That child,
Yes, sir.
she could read.
Good. Get to it.
Charles stopped reading and
A,
looked
B,
at the
C,
men in
D,
the
E,
room.
F, G.
Very good.
Judge
Go on.
Harrison's forehead was
H-I-J-K-L-M-N-O-P.
beaded with sweat, though the night was cool. On a hot summer night, in one of the slave cabins of Morris Plantation, a woman gave birth. There was no
Welcome
midwife,
home.
no
Let me
doctor.
see the little one.
Only
She's been
other
waiting
women,
to meet you.
themselves
Oh,
exhausted
bless
beyond
her.
measure. The baby did not cry. She came into the world in silence, as if she already knew that sound was not written in her fate. The mother's name was Pearl. She was 25 years old but looked no less than 40. Her back had been permanently bent from years of stooping in the tobacco fields. She held the baby to her chest and named her Eli. Who gave her that name? Who told her that naming was a custom? Pearl herself did not know. Perhaps that was why she chose the name she had heard the master's children call out. 3 days later, Master Henry Morris himself came to the cabin. This was no ordinary event. The master rarely set foot in the slave quarters. He was around 40, tall and thin, with eyes that always held a shadow of suspicion. He looked at Pearl, then at the baby.
Let's move.
A girl,
I ain't done
he said.
nothing. Save it for the
This was
judge.
neither question
Keep
nor
walking.
surprise. It was merely a statement of fact. Rest for 2 weeks, then return to the fields. Put the child with old Sally. Pearl bowed her head. She knew that objection meant death.
Rest now, my love.
But inside,
I
she
fear
made a
my time
silent
is
vow.
near.
She would
We are
never
here
forget
with
this
you.
child, even if they were torn apart.
Rest
When Eli
now,
was
my
6
love.
weeks old,
I fear
Pearl
my
had to
time is
return to
near.
the fields.
We are here with you.
Every night she came back exhausted,
We have to leave.
nursed her baby,
Now.
and left
But I'm
again at
scared.
dawn.
I know,
But
but
soon
we must
even
go.
this
No,
routine ended.
please.
Keep
Master
picking.
Morris
We need to fill
decided
these
that
sacks by
Pearl's milk
dusk.
should go not to her
Yes,
own
sir.
child but to
Good.
his
Get to
newborn
it.
son. For the first and last time, Pearl spoke. Master, my baby will starve, she said, her voice
A, B, C,
trembling
D,
but her
E, F,
eyes
G.
dry.
Very good. Go on.
She knew crying was useless.
H-I-J-K-L-M-N-O-P.
Master Morris looked at her, his face empty of emotion. Your baby? Your baby is my property.
Welcome
Pearl,
home. Let me see the little
And I
one.
use my property
She's been
as I
waiting to
see
meet
fit.
you.
Oh, bless
Tomorrow
her.
you will work in the kitchen. Your milk is for Master William. That night, Pearl nursed her daughter for the last time. She stayed awake all night, watching her baby, memorizing her face. In the morning, when she went to the kitchen, old Sally took Eli to her cabin. Sally was 70 years old, once a worker on the Smith plantation, but now no longer fit for labor. She had been allowed, as a favor, to stay in a cabin and care for newborn slave children until they were old enough to work the fields themselves. Sally took Eli in her arms and began to hum some old song, a memory of Africa that she herself had nearly forgotten. Eli opened her eyes and looked at her. In those eyes, Sally saw something that made her start. Those eyes, they held a strange depth, as if the child understood everything. Morris Plantation lay near the James River, spread over 500 acres, mostly given to tobacco cultivation. About 40 slaves lived there, children included. Children began working at age 5, first feeding chickens, then picking stones from the fields, then pulling weeds. Eli was 7 when she was first sent to the fields. By then, she had lived with old Sally, and Sally had taught her much. Sally had no books, no pen, but she had stories. Stories of Africa, stories of giants from across the sea, stories of birds and trees that could speak. Listen, child, Sally would say, inside you is a light that no one can extinguish. No matter how much they beat you, that light cannot be put out. Eli listened to these stories and remembered them. She remembered every word, every pause, every tone. Soon she realized she was different from others. When someone spoke, Eli noted every gesture, and days later she could repeat the conversation word for word. But she kept this ability hidden. Sally had warned her, never tell anyone how much you remember, child. They will fear you, and those who fear, kill. Work in the fields was brutal. Eli was now 9, and her back was already beginning to stoop. She moved all day among the tobacco plants, picking insects, cleaning leaves. Her throat would go dry in the heat, but there was no permission to drink water. Only at noon, when the sun was at its peak, came a 10-minute break. The overseer was named Mr.
I ain't
Cole.
done nothing. Save
He
it
was
for the
35,
judge. Keep
thick-necked,
walking.
with small eyes. He did not often beat the slaves, but his eyes were always searching. He knew every slave's weakness, and he used that weakness. He would threaten a man's wife, frighten a mother's child.
Rest now, my
Mr.
love.
Cole first
I
noticed
fear my
Eli when
time
she
is
was
near.
8.
We are here with
She
you.
had gone to the kitchen for something, and on
Rest
the path
now,
she
my
encountered Mr.
I
Cole.
fear my time is near.
He looked at
We
her
are
and
here
smiled.
with you.
That smile lodged
We
in
have to
Eli's
leave.
heart like a
Now.
poisonous
But I'm
insect.
scared.
I know,
So your pearls
but
go,
we must go.
he
No,
said.
please.
Your eyes
Keep
are
picking.
just like
We need to fill
hers.
these sacks by dusk.
Eli gave no
Yes, sir.
answer.
Good. Get
She
to it.
followed Sally's rule, never meet their eyes, never speak, never show yourself. One day, while cleaning the master's house, Eli saw something
A B
strange.
C D E F G
It lay on
Very
the floor
good,
of
go
the
on.
room
H
where the
I J
master's
K
children
L M
studied.
N O P.
It was a piece of paper with black marks on it. Eli picked it up and looked at it. Those marks, they were
Welcome
not a
home.
picture,
Let me see
not
the
a
little
map.
one.
She's been
They were
waiting to
something
meet you.
else.
Oh, bless her.
Just then, the master's wife, Mrs. Margaret Morris, entered the room. She was a woman of 40, always ill, always complaining. She saw Eli holding the paper. "What are you doing?" Her voice held not anger, but curiosity. Eli quickly put the paper down. "Nothing, miss. Just cleaning the floor. I found this." Mrs. Morris came closer and picked up the paper. It was her son Thomas's lesson, the alphabet. She looked at Eli. "Can you read?" Eli shook her head quickly. "No, miss. Never learned." Mrs. Morris looked at her for a moment, then put the paper on the table and left. But from that day, an idea took root
Let's
in
move.
Eli's mind.
I ain't
Those
done
marks,
nothing.
those letters,
Save it for the
they meant
judge.
something.
Keep walking.
And she wanted to know what dot on that plantation lived a slave named Samuel. He was 40, tall and thin, blind in one eye. Samuel had once lived on another plantation where the master had taught him to read and write.
Rest now, my love.
But that master
I
died,
fear my
and
time is
Samuel
near.
was sold
We are
here.
here with you.
He had never told anyone he could
Rest
read.
now, my love.
This
I fear
secret
my
was his
time is
most
near.
precious
We are
possession.
here with you.
But Samuel saw Eli.
We have to leave.
He
now.
saw that this
But I'm
child was
scared.
different from
I
others.
know, but we must
When
go.
he left the
No,
master's
please.
house, she would
Keep
look at the
picking.
books
We
in
need to
his
fill
hands.
these sacks by dusk.
She looked at
Yes,
books
sir.
the way a hungry
Get
person
to it.
looks at bread. One night, under a full moon, Samuel found Eli sitting outside her cabin. She was tracing
A, B,
something
C,
in the
D,
dirt
E, F,
with her
G.
finger.
Very good, go on.
What
H
are you
I J
doing?
K L M N O P.
Samuel asked softly. Eli started, but when she saw Samuel, she felt somewhat relieved. "Nothing,
Welcome
Uncle Samuel.
home. Let me see the little one.
Just..."
She's been waiting to meet
Samuel
you.
came
Oh,
closer and
bless
looked
her.
at the ground. Eli had drawn the same marks she had seen in young Thomas's book. They were imperfect, upside down, but recognizable. Samuel's heart skipped a beat. He looked around, then sat beside her. "Where did you see these?" Eli answered, "In Master Thomas's room. I saw them. They mean something, don't they?" Samuel drew a deep breath. He knew this was terribly dangerous. If anyone found out he was teaching, he would be whipped, perhaps hanged. But in this child's eyes, he saw something he could not ignore, hunger for knowledge. "Yes," he said softly. "They have meaning. These are letters. And letters make words, and words make stories. That night, Samuel began to teach Eli. They met every night, after the whole plantation slept. Samuel carved letters on a small piece of wood, and Eli traced them in the sand. Slowly, she began to recognize letters, then to form words, then to understand sentences. In the spring of 1820, an event occurred that changed everything. Master Henry Morris received a letter. This letter was so important that he read it and went wild with joy. He called Mrs. Morris, and they talked for hours. That evening, the master gathered all his slaves. He announced that they had received a great reward. A relative had died and left all his property to Master Morris. But with it came a condition: Master Morris would have to go to South Carolina to look after his new lands. "Some of you will stay here," the master said. "And some will come with me. I will decide who goes where." Eli heard all this. She ran to Samuel and told him. Samuel's face grew worried. "This means families will be split, child. Wives torn from husbands, parents from children." That night, Eli thought. She knew Pearl, but not as a mother. Pearl now worked in the kitchen, and they rarely met. But Pearl was her mother, and the thought that she might never see her again filled her with fear. Master Morris decided he would take 20 slaves with him. The rest would remain, tending the plantation and reporting to him when he returned. Eli's name was among those 20. Why?
Let's move.
Perhaps because she
I
was
ain't
young
done
and could
nothing.
work.
Save it for the judge.
Perhaps because
Keep
Mr.
walking.
Cole had suggested her name. Eli had noticed Mr. Cole watching her since that day in the kitchen. There was something in his gaze that she did not like. When Pearl heard that her daughter was going south, she wept. But
Rest
she
now,
made
my
no
love.
sound.
I fear my
She
time
went
is
to the
near.
master and
We are
begged.
here with you.
"Master, she is still a
Rest
child.
now, my love.
I
Let me
fear
go
my
with her."
time is near.
We are
Master
here
Morris
with you.
looked at her, not with anger, but
We
with
have
that
to leave.
strange indifference
Now.
that was the
But I'm
privilege of the
scared.
rich.
I know, but
You
we
are
must
needed
go.
in the
No,
kitchen, Pearl.
please.
Keep picking.
Food will
we need
not
to fill
cook
these sacks
itself
by
without
dusk.
you.
Yes, sir.
Your daughter will
Good.
be fine.
Get to it.
Mr. Cole will look after her. Pearl looked at Mr. Cole, who stood nearby, smiling. In that
A, B, C,
smile,
D,
she
E,
saw
F, G.
everything that was
Very
not
good.
spoken.
Go on.
She knew her daughter was in danger.
HIJKLMNOP.
The night before departure, Pearl came secretly to Eli's cabin. She had nothing to give her daughter, no gift, no
Welcome
token.
home. Let me see the little one.
She had only one
She's
thing,
been waiting
a
to
small
meet you.
piece of
Oh,
cloth, on
bless
which
her.
she had sewn something through the nights. "Keep this, child," she said, her voice thick with tears. "When you look at it, remember me." Eli looked at the cloth. On it was sewn a small bird, incomplete, with rough stitches. That bird stood with wings spread, ready to fly. "What is this, Mama?" Pearl embraced her daughter, so tightly it seemed she would never let go. "This is you, my child. You are that bird, who will one day fly away. I have only this hope, that I may see that day." They stayed together all night. At dawn, Pearl had to return to the kitchen. As she left, she looked back. Eli stood in the doorway, the cloth in her hand. They looked at
Let's
each
move.
other, and in that
I ain't
single
done
gaze,
nothing.
they said
Save it
everything
for the
that
judge.
could never be spoken.
Keep walking.
The journey was long and hard. They traveled in wagons pulled by horses, the slaves bound in chains in the back. For the first time, Eli saw the world beyond her land. She saw rivers, mountains, towns where
Rest
white
now,
people
my
walked
love.
freely and
I
black
fear
people
my time
moved
is
with
near.
heads bowed.
We are here with you.
Mr. Cole rode on one of the wagons,
Rest
and his
now, my
eyes were
love.
always on
I
Eli.
fear my time is near.
He would
We
give
are
her
here
water,
with you.
give her food, but there was something
We
in
have
his
to
manner
leave.
that made her
Now.
heart race.
But I'm scared.
I
She
know,
tried to stay near
but we must
Samuel,
go.
No,
but Samuel
please.
was not on this journey.
Keep picking. We need to fill these sacks
Samuel
by
had
dusk.
been left behind.
Yes, sir.
Good.
Eli was
Get
now
to it.
completely alone. In South Carolina, Morris's new land was even larger. There were more than 100 slaves here, and instead
B,
of
C,
tobacco,
D, E,
they
F,
grew
G.
cotton.
Very good. Go on.
Cotton fields stretched as far as the eye could
HIJKLMNOP.
see. And in the midst of these fields stood the slave cabins, dirtier and darker than before. Eli was placed
Welcome
in a new
home. Let
cabin
me
with
see
other
the little
women.
one.
She's been
She was
waiting
now
to meet
9,
you.
but
Oh,
expected to do
bless
the
her.
work of a 10-year-old. Every day, rise before sunrise, pick cotton until late night. Her fingers were cracked, her back constantly ached. But inside her, something kept her alive, the letters Samuel had taught her. She remembered them, tracing them in the dirt at night with her finger in the darkness. A, B, C, D. These letters were her identity, her secret treasure. Mr. Cole was no longer just an overseer. He had become something else. Master Morris's right hand, as he called himself. He now helped buy and sell slaves, punished them, and in the master's absence, ran the entire plantation. Eli was now 11. She was growing up, and Mr. Cole's gaze lingered longer now. One day, as she worked in the fields, Mr. Cole approached her. "Look at your hands," he said. "Such long fingers. These fingers could be very useful." Eli looked at her hands. They were cracked, cut, covered with dirt. She did not understand what Mr. Cole meant. But the tone of his voice frightened her. That night, Eli asked a woman in her cabin, "Why was Mr. Cole talking about my hands?" The woman looked at Eli, pain in her eyes. "Stay away from him, child. As far as you can, stay away." On a winter night in 1823, Eli saw something she should not have seen. She had gone outside at night and saw a light in the master's house window. She crept closer and peered inside. Master Morris sat at his table, writing something. Mr. Cole stood before him. And on the table lay a paper with a name written on it, Eli. Eli held her breath. She tried to listen. "This letter will go tomorrow morning," Master Morris said. "Charles Webster will keep it. He has always shown loyalty." Mr. Cole nodded. "And the girl?" "Prepare her. As soon as the answer comes, we will send her." Eli did not understand what this meant, but she knew it was bad for her. She crept back to her cabin and could not sleep that night. Over the next few weeks, Eli noticed a change in Mr. Cole's gaze. He looked at her more, spoke to her more. One day he called her to him.
Let's move.
"Eli,
I ain't
have
done
a
nothing.
job for you.
Save it for the judge.
You will work
Keep
in the
walking.
master's house. Clean the rooms, serve food." Eli bowed her head. "Yes, Mr. Cole." Working in the master's house was better than the fields, but more dangerous. Here she was close
Rest
to
now,
white
my
people,
love.
could hear
I
their
fear my time
conversations,
is near.
see their
We are
lives.
here with you.
And here she could see what she needed,
Rest now, my
books.
love.
I fear
Master
my time
Morris
is
had a
near.
large
We are
room
here
lined
with
floor to
you.
ceiling with books.
We have to
Eli
leave.
had never seen
now.
so many
But I'm
books together.
scared.
I know.
Whenever
But we
she
must
had
go.
a chance,
No,
she would
please.
peek into that room,
Keep picking.
trying to
We need to
read
fill
the
these
names
sacks
on
by
the
dusk.
spines.
Yes, sir.
One day,
Good.
when
Get to
Master
it.
Morris was out, Eli gathered courage and slipped inside. She took a book, opened it, and tried to read.
A,
She
B, C, D,
recognized some
E, F,
words,
G,
some
Very
not.
good. Go on.
H, I,
But she
J, K,
noticed
L,
something.
M, N,
On the
O,
last
P.
page of the book, something was written. A name, followed by numbers. The name was Sarah. Eli
Welcome
put the book
home.
back
Let me
and
see the
slipped
little
out.
one. She's been
But the
waiting to
name
meet
revolved
you.
in her
Oh,
mind.
bless her.
Sarah. Who was this Sarah? And why were numbers written after her name? Over the next days, Eli looked at more books. Every book had a name on the last page, and numbers. Jack, 450. Rose, 300. Peter, 600. Then one day she understood. These numbers, they were prices. The prices of the people whose names were written. These books were slave inventories. Master Morris kept his slaves like books, assigning them values, buying and selling them. And then, in one book, she saw her own name, Eli, 500. Cole's gaze had now become unmistakable. He sought Eli everywhere, included her in every conversation.
Let's move. I ain't
One
done
day
nothing.
he called her to the
Save
barn.
it for the judge. Keep
Eli,
walking.
you are grown now, he said, his voice holding that softness that terrified her. You must understand whose you are. Eli did not answer. She stood against the wall, her eyes downcast. Mr. Cole
Rest
came
now,
closer.
my love.
I fear
You are the
my time
master's
is near.
property, and
We
the
are
master
here
has
with
given
you.
me charge of you. I can
Rest
take
now,
care
my
of you,
love.
if you
I
do as
fear
I
my
say.
time is near.
We are
Eli
here
understood
with you.
what he was saying.
We have to
Santa's
leave.
stories,
now.
Pearl's warnings, that
scared.
woman's
I
frightened
know,
face,
but we must
everything
go.
became
No,
clear at
please.
once.
Keep
She
picking.
tried
We
to
need to
step
fill these
back,
sacks by
but
dusk.
Mr. Cole caught her
Yes,
arm.
sir.
Good.
Where
Get to
are you
it.
going? I haven't finished. At that moment, someone's voice came from outside. Mr. Cole
A,
released
B,
Eli
C,
and
D,
went
E, F,
out.
G.
Very good. Go
Eli,
on.
trembling, fled from there and did not stop
HIJKLMNOP.
until she reached her cabin. After that incident, Eli decided she would avoid Mr. Cole. But it was not easy.
Welcome home.
She worked
Let
in
me
the
see the
master's
little
house, and Mr.
She's been
Cole
waiting
came
to
and
meet
went
you.
constantly.
Oh, bless her.
His gaze had become even more troubling. Eli put all her energy into reading. Whenever she had a chance, she would hide in the library and read. Gradually, she understood more and more words. She read history, geography, stories. And then she read the books that spoke about people like her. One day she found a book that mentioned Africa. It described how people there lived, their languages, their customs. Eli read all this and wept. She wondered, did my parents come from there? Did my grandmother live there? In the summer of 1824, Master Henry Morris fell ill. At first everyone thought it was a simple fever, but soon it became clear he was dying. Dr. Sykes came every other day, checked the master's pulse, shook his head, and left. Mrs. Morris sat by her husband, and Mr. Cole ran the plantation. But Eli noticed something new in Mr. Cole's eyes. He looked at the master's books, at the papers on his desk, and a strange smile played on his lips. One night in September, Master Morris died. Silence fell over the entire plantation. The slaves were not happy, not sad. They merely waited to see what would happen next. After Master Morris's death, a lawyer named Charles Webster came to the plantation. He had a letter, the master's will. Mrs. Morris, Mr. Cole, and a few other white people gathered in the master's room. Eli stood outside, listening. The will was read. The master had left all his property to his wife. But with one condition, all my slaves shall remain with their families. No slave shall be separated from wife or children. When Eli heard this, her heart filled with hope. Perhaps now she could see Pearl again. Perhaps her family could be reunited. But the next moment, Mr. Cole spoke. Mrs. Morris, this will is very beautiful, but is it legally valid? I think the master was not in his right mind during his illness. Mrs. Morris looked at him. She was a weak woman, ill, alone. She needed Mr. Cole's help. What do you mean, Mr. Cole? I mean, perhaps he did not write this will of his own free will. Perhaps someone influenced him. We should challenge this will.
Let's
Eli
move.
heard everything.
I ain't done nothing.
She knew
Save
Mr.
it for the
Cole
judge.
wanted to destroy the
Keep
will.
walking.
She knew he wanted to sell the slaves separately, for more profit. And she knew that behind all this was Mr. Cole's own plan. He wanted to own the plantation himself. That night, Eli made a dangerous decision.
Rest now, my
She
love.
crept into the
I
master's
fear my
room,
time is
where a
near.
copy of the
We
will
are
was
here
kept.
with you.
She stole that copy and
Rest
replaced
now,
it
my
with a
love.
blank paper.
I fear my time is
She
near.
knew if she
We
was
are
caught,
here with
she
you.
would be killed. But
We
she
have to
knew
leave.
something else
Now.
too. She
But
could
I'm
read,
scared.
and
I
Mr.
know,
Cole did not know.
but we must go.
No,
The
please.
next day, when
Keep
Mr.
picking.
Cole asked
We need
for
to
the
fill
will,
these sacks
the
by
copy
dusk.
was gone.
Yes, sir.
He was
Good.
furious.
Get to it.
He gathered all the slaves and threatened that until the copy was found, no one would eat. For 3 days, no food was given.
A B C D
Children
E
cried,
F G
the elderly
Very good.
grew weak,
Go on.
some
H
fell
I J
ill.
K L M
But
N
no
O
one
P.
revealed anything about the will. Eli watched people starving, and her heart broke. But she knew if she gave up the
Welcome
will,
home. Let me
Mr.
see the
Cole
little
would sell
one.
her and others.
She's been waiting to meet you.
On the
Oh,
4th day,
bless her.
Mrs. Morris stopped Mr. Cole. Enough. These people will die. The will is gone, we will manage without it. Mr. Cole looked at her with anger, but said nothing. That night, food was given, but Eli saw something new in Mr. Cole's eyes. He would find the will, and whoever was behind its disappearance would be punished. Eli had hidden the will in a safe place, the hollow of an old tree where she used to sit with Samuel. But she knew this place would not remain safe forever. Mr. Cole was searching everywhere. One moonless night, Eli took the will from the tree and read it again. There was something else she had not noticed before. If my wife dies before me, all my property shall be freed. Eli's heart pounded. This was
Let's
freedom
move.
for everyone.
I ain't done nothing.
But
Save
Mrs.
it for the
Morris was
judge.
alive,
Keep
and Mr.
walking.
Cole was with her. This will could not help as long as Mrs. Morris lived. Then an idea came to her, what if Mrs. Morris also died? But even thinking this frightened her. She did not want anyone's death,
Rest
but
now, my
Mrs.
love.
Morris truly
I
was
fear
ill.
my time is near.
She had
We
been
are
ill since
here
her
with you.
husband's death, and now her condition
Rest
worsened.
now, my love.
Dr.
I fear
Sykes
my
came
time is
daily,
near.
gave
We are
medicines,
here with
but
you.
nothing helped. Eli
have to
noticed
leave.
that Mr.
Now.
Cole prepared
But I'm
Mrs. Morris's
scared.
medicine
I know.
himself.
But we must go.
He
No,
would go to
please.
the kitchen, mix the
Keep
medicine,
picking.
and
We
give
need
it
to
to
fill these
her
sacks by
himself.
dusk.
Yes,
Eli
sir.
found this
Good.
strange,
Get
but
to it.
said nothing. She only watched. One night, as Mr. Cole mixed medicine in the kitchen, Eli watched secretly.
A B C D E
She
F
saw him
G
add something
Very
else
good.
to
Go
the
on.
medicine,
H I J K
a
L
white
M
powder,
N O
which he
P.
took from his pocket. Eli understood. Mr. Cole was poisoning Mrs. Morris. Now Eli had two secrets: the hidden
Welcome
will
home.
and Mr.
Let me
Cole's
see the
murder.
little one.
She's been
If she
waiting
told
to meet
Mr.
you.
Cole she had
Oh,
seen the
bless
poison,
her.
he would kill her too. If she remained silent, Mrs. Morris would die, and then according to the will, everyone would be freed. But could she watch a woman die before her eyes, even if that woman was white? Could she be so cruel? Eli decided she would save Mrs. Morris. She would tell her about the poison in her medicine. But she would not name Mr. Cole, or she would certainly be killed. The next day, when Mr. Cole was out, Eli slipped into Mrs. Morris's room. Mrs. Morris lay in bed, her face yellow, eyes closed. Mrs. Morris, Eli said softly. Mrs. Morris, I need to speak with you. Mrs. Morris opened her eyes. She looked at Eli, recognized her. You're the girl who looked at books. What do you want? Eli came closer and whispered. There is something else in your medicine. A white powder. I saw it. Mrs. Morris's eyes widened. She understood. Who put it there? Eli did not answer. She only stood there, her eyes downcast. Mrs. Morris drew a deep breath. Go. I understand. The very next day, Mr. Cole was arrested. Dr. Sykes had tested Mrs. Morris's medicine and found poison. Mr. Cole denied everything, but the evidence was against him. He was sent to the town jail. But before Mr. Cole left, he looked at Eli. A long, silent look. In that look, Eli saw everything that could not be spoken: anger, hatred, and a promise of revenge. Eli knew Mr. Cole would return. And when he returned, he would find her. After Mr. Cole's arrest, Mrs. Morris honored the will. She gathered all the slaves and announced they were free. They could go where they wished, do what they wished. But what did freedom mean? They had no land, no homes, no money. They were free, but hungry and homeless. Some stayed, working for Mrs. Morris as hired laborers. Some went elsewhere, some north, some disappeared without trace. Eli decided she would return to Virginia. She would find Pearl, her mother. She would tell her she was alive, and she was free. In the spring of 1825,
Let's move.
Eli began her
I
journey
ain't done
from
nothing.
South Carolina
Save
to
it for the
Virginia.
judge.
Keep
She
walking.
walked, sometimes rode on wagons, sometimes worked in fields for food. Along the way, she saw other slaves, some escaped, some free, some still in chains. 2 months later, she reached Morris Plantation.
Rest now, my love.
But there was no
I fear my
plantation
time
there,
is near.
We are
only
here
burned
with you.
ruins. Eli asked
Rest
an old
now, my
man
love.
standing there,
I
what
fear
happened
my
here?
time is near.
We are
The old
here
man
with
looked
you.
at her. Who are you,
We have
child?
to leave. Now.
But
I
I'm scared.
I
I
know.
used to live here.
But we must go.
No,
Once.
please.
Keep
My name
picking.
is
We need
Eli.
to fill these sacks by dusk.
My mother was Pearl.
Yes, sir.
Good. Get to it.
Recognition dawned in the old man's eyes. Pearl? Pearl who worked in the kitchen? Yes. Where
A
is
B
she?
C D E F G.
The old
Very
man
good,
shook
go
his
on.
head
H
sadly.
I J K L M
She's
N
dead,
O P.
child. 3 years ago. When they took you south, her heart broke. She never recovered.
Welcome home. Let me see
One
the
night
little
she
one.
went to sleep and
She's
never
been
woke
waiting
up.
to meet you.
Oh,
Eli
bless
heard
her.
this, and her knees gave way. She sat down on the ground, and for the first time in her life, she wept aloud. The old man told Eli about Charles Webster, the lawyer to whom Master Morris had sent the letter. He lives in town, he said. He has many papers, old things. Maybe he has something about you. Eli went to town and found Charles Webster's shop. He was old now, his hair white, but his eyes still sharp. Eli told him her story. Charles listened carefully, then took a letter from his cabinet. Master Morris sent me this letter in 1820, he said. He wrote that if anything happened to him, I should open it. But he died, and I was afraid. I thought perhaps the letter contained some
Let's
secret
move.
that would get me
I ain't
into
done
trouble.
nothing.
Save it for
I
the
never
judge.
opened it.
Keep walking.
Eli looked at the letter. May I read it? Charles handed her the letter. Eli opened it and began to read. The letter read, Dear Mr. Webster, if this letter reaches you,
Rest
know that
now,
I am
my
dead.
love.
I fear my
I could
time
not do
is
what I
near.
should have
We
done,
are here
and
with
so
you.
this responsibility now falls to you.
Rest now, my love.
I have
I
committed
fear
many
my
sins in
time
my
is near.
life,
We
but
are
one
here
sin
with
burns
you.
my soul even now.
We have to
On
leave.
Morris Plantation,
But
there
I'm
was a
scared.
child,
I know,
a
but
girl.
we must go.
No,
Her
please.
name was Eli.
Keep picking. We need to
She
fill
was
these
only
sacks by
9 years
dusk.
old when I last
Yes,
saw
sir.
her, but
Good.
her eyes
Get
I
to it.
remember still. Those eyes, they did not belong to this world. You may think me mad, but what I saw was no madman's
A B
fancy.
C D E F G
That
Very
child,
good.
she
Go
could
on.
read.
H I J K L
I
M
saw her
N
one
O
night
P.
in the library. She was reading one of my books. She was so absorbed that she did not see me enter.
Welcome
I
home.
watched
Let
her
me see
move
the
her
little
lips,
one.
trace the
She's
lines
been
with
waiting
her
to
finger.
meet you.
Oh, bless
I called
her.
her name, and she froze. I asked her, Can you read? She said, No, master. But I knew she was lying. I looked into her eyes, and I saw something I had never seen in any slave, the spark of knowledge. I did not beat her. I do not know why. Perhaps because that spark reminded me of my own daughter, who died at birth. Or perhaps because I knew that if I beat her, I would be killing the very thing that makes humans human. I let her go. And that night, I decided I would free this child. I would teach her to read and write, and then send her somewhere far away where she could use her abilities. But I did not do it. I was afraid. Afraid of what people would say, what my wife would think, how other planters would see me. I sent the child south, to my new lands, where she would work in the cotton fields and no one would teach her. But I could not forget her. Those eyes haunt me every night. And now that I am dying, I feel this is my last chance to make something right. Mr. Webster, I beg you to find this child. Give her some of my money, free her, give her the chance I did not give her. Her name is Eli, and she is only 9 years old. Her eyes, if you see them, you will know. Yours? Henry Morris. Eli read the letter, and her hands trembled. Master Morris, the man who tore her from her mother, who sent her south, who made it so she never saw Pearl again, that same man had wanted to free her. Charles Webster looked at her. You are that Eli, aren't you? Eli nodded. Charles drew a deep breath. Master Morris left some money for you in his will. $500. That money is still in the bank, with interest. You can take it. Eli looked at him. $500. The same number written after her name. The price placed on her. Now that same money could give her freedom. Eli took the money. But she did not use it for herself. She returned to South Carolina, where she opened a small school. A school for black children, where she taught them to read and write. The same reading and writing that Samuel had taught her, that Master Morris had seen in her, that could have saved her life. There, she hung her mother's
Let's
cloth
move.
with the bird on a wall,
I ain't done
and
nothing.
told every child
Save it
its
for the
story.
judge.
Keep
The
walking.
story of a bird that flew away, but returned to teach others to fly. On that cold night in 1845, Charles Webster finished reading the letter. The men in the room were silent. Judge Harrison spoke first. This
Rest
child,
now, my love.
I
Eli,
fear my
what
time is
became of
near.
her?
We are here with you.
Charles answered, She is alive.
Rest now, my love.
In South
I
Carolina,
fear my time
running a
is
school.
near.
We are here with
I
you.
met her, many years ago.
We have to leave.
She gave me
now.
back this
But
letter.
I'm scared.
I know,
She said, Let
but
it
we
remain,
must go.
No, please.
so people may know.
Keep picking. We need to fill these
Reverend
sacks by
Matthews
dusk.
nodded.
Yes, sir.
We should
Good.
publish
Get
this
to it.
letter. People
A
should
B
know.
C D E F G
Dr. Sykes
Very good.
spoke,
Go on.
but will
H
anyone
I J
believe
K
it?
L M N O P.
A slave child who could read, a master who repented. It sounds like a story. Charles looked at the letter, then at the men in the
Welcome home. Let me see the
room. It is
little
a story,
She's been waiting
and
to meet
stories
you.
are what
Oh,
remind us who
bless
we
her.
were, and what we might have been. Today that letter is preserved in the Virginia Historical Society archives. Beside it lies a small piece of cloth, with an incomplete embroidery of a bird. The cloth has yellowed, the stitches are coming loose, but the shape of the bird can still be recognized. Eli's school no longer exists. When she died, where she died, no one knows. But in that small town in South Carolina, where once there were cotton fields, today there is an elementary school. The school's name is written on the wall, Eli Academy. And beneath it, on a small plaque, these words are written. In memory of the woman who taught us that letters are not just marks. They are light. The story has ended. But as old Sally used to say, stories never truly end. They only wait for someone to tell them.
Let's
And
move.
now, you have
I ain't
heard
done
this
nothing.
story.
Save it for the
You have
judge.
known Eli.
Keep walking.
And as long as anyone remembers Eli, she will live on.